Hey guys, it's Liz. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually going to be doing a different type of video. I'm going to be demonstrating this product right here. This is the NYX Wonder Stick, and I'm actually getting ready to meet my husband to go run a few errands. We're just gonna be out all day, then we're gonna go to lunch. So I'm basically just going to be doing my makeup the way that I do it when I just go out and run errands. So it's gonna be very natural, but I do want to incorporate some contouring, so I'm gonna be using this. So let's see how I like it. Okay, so this is just called the Wonder Stick Highlight Contour Stick. And I know that they have several different colors, and this one is in the medium tan, which I think is the perfect color for me. When you open it, this is what it looks like. And here is the Wonder Stick. It's got the highlight portion on one side, and then it's got the contour portion on the other side. So I'm just going to clip my hair up, get it out of the way. I actually have this really old contour video that I did for the Anastasia contour kit, and it was one of my very first videos that I ever did, and I was like, I didn't have my hair out of the way, and my hair kept getting in the way, and to this day I get so many comments. People leave me, I mean, I've gotten some pretty ugly comments, and it's like, really, is that really necessary to leave such hateful comments on a YouTube video? But I've gotten so many comments about people like, why didn't you put your hair up? Why is your hair in the way? So annoying. So I definitely learned from that video, and now I just always put my hair back. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be taking is my Sonia Concealer Quad, and again, it's just gonna be like a very natural look. So this is basically what I do whenever I, want to look well put together, but I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. And I'm just going to take it on my fingers because it really helps warm up the product, and it just makes it look more natural. So then I'm just going to take it underneath my eye, and I don't really have any like really bad problems with dark circles, but I do have, I don't even know how to describe it, but maybe some of you guys can relate. I think it's because I have so much discoloration or like uneven skin tone that if I don't brighten up the under eye area, the rest of my face just looks a little bit dull and like it's lacking life, and it just kind of darkens up my entire skin. So I like to always keep this area nice and bright. And then I'm gonna go in with the more fleshy tone color, this one right here, and I'm gonna go in and use that as a concealer in all the areas that I feel need a little bit of concealing. So like I get a lot of redness around my nose. I'm just gonna cover that up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my contour stick. And the first thing that I'm going to work on is the highlighting. I'm gonna take the bright side and just apply it on the highest part of my cheekbone. And just do kind of like an upside down V. You guys can see that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start blending that in because I don't want it to dry out. And again, I'm just gonna be using my fingers for this. So it does seem to be brightening just a little bit. It actually, it kind of reminds me of my Physicians Formula glow stick that I really like for a natural everyday wear because the consistency is pretty thin. It's not going to give you a dramatic highlight, but it is gonna do a nice job of brightening that. So you guys can already see it's super bright. And I know it looks kind of crazy right now because I don't have any foundation on yet, but we're gonna get to that part. I'm gonna take some on the bridge of my nose. Just very little bit. This is gonna help define my nose in the end when I go in and add the darker parts on the outside of my nose. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit up here. And I also like to highlight just a little bit on my chin because it'll kind of make my face come more to a point. I do have a little bit of dryness on my chin, and I did notice that it does kind of emphasize the dryness a little bit. It did emphasize a little bit of the flakiness, so that kind of worries me. I'm having a pretty good skin day overall, but usually I will have a little bit of dryness on my nose, and so I'd probably stay away from this if you do have a little bit of flakiness going on. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of highlight to my eyebrows. And my eyebrows look pretty crazy right now. And just a little bit right here to my Cupid's bow, just to brighten up that area. Right, so now we can move on to the darker part. And this is my favorite part because I feel like I lose 5 pounds like that whenever I use the darker shade to contour. So for this one, I'm going to start actually on the side of my nose. And when you do this, you want to make sure that you are drawing the line on top and not on the sides of your nose, if that makes sense. So you don't want this part to be all dark. You only want to keep it like right on the top. And then I like to bring it up just because I do have a pretty flat nose. So I'm just gonna do both sides. Just give myself a perfect nose. And if you were to have like a longer nose, I would even contour down here just to shorten it. But I mean, my nose is just small and in there, so I want to actually make it pop out a little bit. And then I'm just going to take my finger and just start smoothing it out. Just kind of going over the line. And I have this problem a lot. Like I will start my line out here and next thing you know, my line is all the way to the middle and all of a sudden I have no nose. That's fine. You can go back to your highlight stick and just kind of redefine that little area that you covered up. And I promise you guys, this is actually way faster than what it seems. I'm just, you know, I'm talking through and explaining what I'm doing as I go. But so far I'm loving the dark side of it. It's very, very natural. And then we're going to contour the cheeks. You'll feel where your bone kind of pops out and your jaw starts. So just put your finger on there. And usually for me, it always lines up with the top of my ear. So that's where I'm gonna apply the contour. And I think this is the perfect shade for me. So if you are close to my complexion, definitely go with the medium tan one. I'm just taking a damp beauty blender. And basically just blending it in. And if you don't get it all blended on the first shot, it's okay, because we're gonna go in with our foundation and that's gonna help blend everything nicely. You can see it, I'm already getting some nice little cheekbones, which I wouldn't have any otherwise, so thank goodness for contouring. And when you're carving out your cheekbones, the most important thing to remember is not to go too low with your contour. You're better off starting off a little bit high because it's always easier to blend your contour in with your blush and make it look more natural. But if you do it too low, then you're gonna have saggy cheekbones and nobody wants that. Okay, so now I'm also going to do a little bit of contouring on my jawline because I don't have one. So I'm just gonna go in. The formula of this is really, really nice. It's thin, it's not cakey. And I'm also going to add a little bit of the contour on the sides of my temple. This is also going to shorten my forehead. If you don't have a really large forehead, then I would totally skip the top. You can just do the sides and that will give your face a slimming effect. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation. But now since I have such a nice base to work with, I'm gonna need very little foundation. So I'm gonna be using my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk in number 7. This is my favorite foundation to wear. That's a more natural looking foundation when I want a little bit more coverage than a BB cream. So I'm just taking like that much and I'm going to take my beauty blender and just stick it and go ahead and start adding my foundation. So I'm gonna start in between my highlight and my contour and just apply my foundation. And I don't have to worry about applying too much or really going over the contour unless I feel like I didn't really blend it out too much. And then I'm going to apply the foundation right underneath. And also I'm gonna bring it down into my neckline because I don't want there to be a really harsh transition. And also don't forget about your upper lip area. Because I used the highlight and contour stick on my forehead, I took very, very little and I'm just working on blending all those colors in together. So I'm basically done. This is the time to apply any cream blush, which I love cream blushes for an everyday natural look. So I'm gonna be using this blush from Makeup Forever in the color 335. This is one of my favorite blushes to wear for a natural look. And I'm actually going to be applying it with my beauty blender. This is my favorite way to apply a cream blush. For underneath my eyes, I actually like to use a translucent powder in the daytime. And this is my Guerlain powder. This is the Guerlain Meteorites, but it's in a pressed powder form. And this is what it looks like. So it's got all these colors and it basically just reflects light and it gives you a really nice airbrush look. So I just press that into the bottom. And as for bronzer, I'm just gonna go into my Anastasia kit, and this is my favorite bronzer, this darker one. I just feel like it's the perfect one for my complexion. And I'm gonna take another brush from the SL Miss Glam brush line. This is the powder brush, but I like this one better for bronzer. And then I'm just gonna set all of that contour. And my favorite highlight powder to use for a natural, like glowing from within look is my Kevyn Candlelight highlight. Oh wait, wow, total fail. That is my blush. That's not my highlight. This is my highlight. Okay, there you go. Wow, that was kind of embarrassing. Okay, so it's called Candlelight and it's just this gorgeous neutral highlight. And I'm just going to be applying it in the highest point of my cheek. Healthy type of glow. So you guys see the difference? It just gives you like this beautiful healthy glow. And it's not the type of highlight that's really chunky or really metallic. It's just like a really soft and beautiful highlight. And I also like to bring it kind of up high into my temples, especially if I'm wearing my hair down. I don't know why that matters, but I just like to bring it up. And then I take a little bit with my finger and add it to my Cupid's bow. And then I'm also going to add some to my nose. And I know this seems like a lot of makeup for a very natural look, but you guys can tell, like, it doesn't look like I have layers and pounds of makeup on. My skin looks very dewy, healthy, radiant. And now I can go ahead and add some eyeliner, mascara, and also going to do my eyebrows, and I will be right back and show you the finished results. And that is my complete everyday natural makeup look. And I have to say, this video kind of went from a product demonstration into a makeup tutorial, but all in all, I have to say that I really like this Wonder Stick. If you're looking for like a really dramatic contour stick, I wouldn't recommend this one. I think this is great for like natural looks like this. So if you like to contour, but you feel like your contouring products right now are a little bit too heavy and too unnatural looking, I would highly recommend you check this one out. And I will leave like all the information, price info, all of that in the info box down below, because I did get this in my bag from the Stardust store, so I don't know how much it cost. But it's NYX, so I mean it's drugstore, it can't be that expensive. But all in all, I really, really like it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do more videos like, you know, very kind of just talking with you guys as I'm doing my makeup. And I would love to make more videos like that. So I will talk to you guys next time. Mwah. Bye. The necklace that I'm wearing is from my Olia box subscription box that I got for January, and it came in this cute little pouch. It also came with these gorgeous earrings that are just white with the gold trim on them. Super pretty. For my nails, I'm wearing this color by Milani called Imperial Purple. It's been my go-to lately and I just can't stop wearing it. It's such a gorgeous purple color.